Welcome to Marketing Online. My name is Miss Stewart Riggs, but most of my students call me Miss KSR. This orientation video is just to help you get acquainted with our class and how it is set up. The first page you will see when you enter the class is the daily announcements and communications page. You need to pay attention to this page as I do post reminders or announcements several times a week. So this page does not stay stagnant. It stays moving. There's always new announcements on this page. Over here I have your Story County Schools calendar, the yearly calendar, and an SVA online meeting request form. So if you're seeing that you need extra help more than just something that you can text in a remind or an email, you can request an SVA meeting online for a phone call or a Google Meet so that I can work with you, and you can just click on this link and set that up there. It tells me what time is best for you, and we can do that. The first week you will be focusing on the course orientation pages here. Okay, this is all you will see for this week is the class glossary and the orientation things you need to know. Of course, you've got this video you're watching now, Meet Your Teacher. But I'm going to click on the course orientation page. Your very first assignment is a marketing scavenger hunt. You will click on this link and it is a Google form. Then you will find the answers to the questions in the link through this video as well as these pages. Your second assignment is the Remind communication app that you can either download onto your phone, or you can just go online to go to remind.com and find a class and enter this code. And you can still use Remind even if you do not have a smartphone. Most of my students, this is how they stay in touch with me because they're used to texting, and that's fine. This keeps our phones secure and unknown. Your parents are welcome to join the Remind app as well. So here is our Marketing Online app. This is your second assignment in second grade. Then we have our course overview. And the first thing I want you to see when we course overview, very large down here, you're going to see the word discussions and discussion posts often. In most online and college classes especially, discussions are how our class talks. It helps me to know that you are getting the information and that you can talk about what we are learning in depth between your peers. It takes the place of the face-to-face class discussions that we have, and we have to have that online as well. We have to have that social interaction of talking back and forth. So a good post is 3 to 5 sentences, maybe more, depending on what the discussion is asking you for. And then you must reply. So once you post, you're not done, because I may go back in there and I may read your post and ask you a question about it. And if you don't answer that question, you may not get full credit. Also, you have to reply to 2 of your classmates in most of the discussions. So when you reply to the 2 classmates, it shouldn't be like, hey, I like how you think. It should be an in-depth conversation or an observation or something you liked about what they said described in detail. So you have to post, comment, and answer questions to get full credit for a discussion. Our week runs Monday to Sunday, and one way you can keep up with that is the calendar tab that I have pulled up. See it right here, your calendar tab. So our orientation week is the week of the 24th. And Then on August the 31st, our weeks run from Monday to Sunday nights. So on August the 31st, you will begin 1.01. And then if we look, 101 is due the next Sunday night. Okay? Now, I will show you what you can't see. So if I tell you you have to do 101 by next Sunday, you go to Unit 1, and here's 101. When you look at these pages, at the top of each page, it tells you exactly what you have to do. It tells you what goes in your notebook, and you have to have a notebook, what goes in your notebook, and then what are assignments. Okay? What you're taking notes on and what are assignments. We do have a book in this class, and we call the, here we go, the chapters laps. You'll see them referred to as LAPs, laps. And so, as you read through the chapter, answer the following questions, and you will go through and answer the questions on the chapter book. You will have, on some of your lessons, like 102, let's look at it. It's the same thing. It tells you what goes in your notebook and what's an actual assignment that is to be graded. And then you have the 101, 102 practice quiz. You can take these quizzes up to 10 times. They are not quizzes to test you. They are quizzes to help you learn. So the quizzes you can take multiple times, as much as you need to. It's not about the grade. It's about you learning the process. Okay, so let's go back. Here's our course overview. You do see there the discussions. Our course schedule. This is another way to keep up with where we kind of should be. And because of the orientation week next week where you're not really doing content, this is already behind, but it's okay. But this is another way to keep up with where we're at and what we're doing. Let's look at expectations and digital behavior. Communication is absolutely the key. Okay? If you need me, you can email me. We can do a Google Meet. I have regular office hours that I will post on here later. But most students, again, use the Remind app to ask me questions. I've had students who emailed me and they said, I can't, or send me a Remind text and it says, I can't get this project to upload. And I say, don't stress. I don't want you to stress. Take a picture of it with your phone, send it through the Remind app, and I still grade your project. Okay? So communication is key. If you have something going on in your life and you know you're not going to be able to log in for a couple of days, then you need to let me know that. Okay? So let's talk about tips for taking an online class. I know this is a first time online class for many of the students in here. Get organized. Use your Google Calendar. Use the calendar in the class. Make sure you're logging in the class every day. You do need a workbook, or not a workbook, a notebook. Some students use a regular notebook. Some use a 3-ring binder with loose leaf paper. It doesn't matter to me. But you're going to be taking quizzes where you need to go back and look at your notes, whether it's notes from a chapter or notes from a PowerPoint. So you do need a notebook. You want to know that everything that happens in a face-to-face class doesn't always affect us. For example, since we're totally online, if we were to have a snow day or something to that effect, that doesn't affect when your assignments are due. That doesn't affect us like it would if you were in a face-to-face class. So just know that we're pretty much set in our schedule. Log in regularly. If you go 5 days without logging in, I have to contact your parents, your principal, your guidance counselor, and the SVA director. So if you don't log in for 5 days, I have to make all those contacts and see what's going on. You could potentially be withdrawn from the class if you don't log in like you should. So just keep that in mind. Avoid wasting time in class and online. This is so easy to do. So let's talk about, we sit down to get a little bit of work done, and we get up later and we can't figure out why we don't have a lot done. Well, we might have had the TV going. I do it. Look, I've got Pandora going up here. Now, but let's think about this in a smart way. Don't listen to music on your phones while you are working, because you're going to tend to want to keep picking that phone up and looking at it and changing it. Don't use YouTube. If I had YouTube up instead of Pandora, I would keep clicking up to watch the videos or to switch it to a different video. So, you know, I have to have music to work too, but you got to be smart about it. Bookmark, organize, read this. Keep your clean your computer desktop area so you have places to work. Try not to multitask. Keep a list. Monitor your time on your internet for personal things. You know, try to make sure that you're not wasting time, and do make sure you have are organized and you have a notebook. My course and grading procedures, late assignments. In general, everything's due on Sunday. If you know you're not going to have everything done by Sunday night that it's due, you need to contact me again. That is important. Now, I'm not going to say, well, sorry about your luck. I'm usually going to work with you, but you have to contact me. If I don't hear from you and I don't know why you're not turning work in, that's when you're probably going to get zeros. So try to let me know if you're going to be late. Here you go with the discussions again. Your grades. Daily discussions are 20%. Practice quizzes are 10. Classwork is 15. Projects are 30. And assessments are 25. So that's how your grades are. And here we have again the course discussions. Posting and replying, how to do it. Here's the actual rubric that you're graded by for course discussions. Then we have your introduction activities. So your assignment 1 is the scavenger hunt. Your assignment 2 was Remind, sign up for Remind. Assignment 3 is Introductions. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Go in here and you can post pictures. You can talk about what you like, what you don't like, and put in here. Then we're going to do 3 truths and a lie to practice that replying to others. So you go in here and you post 3 truths and a lie, and everybody's going to start guessing. You have to go back and tell them which one, who got it right, who got the lie right. And so you have to keep going back in this one. This will close on Sunday, September the 6th, and then I'll grade for everybody who did post and then tell everybody the correct answer. We'll get 100 because we were replying to each other, and that's good practice. And that is it. Your 5th assignment in your email, you should have gotten the student information form using a link that I sent you. That is your 5th assignment for the orientation week. So I think you will like this class. I know this has been a long video, but just trying to get you acquainted with the class. And again, if you have any questions, reach out to me, and I can't wait to work with all of you this year.